Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. A traffic stop has led to 2 people being arrested on drug charges. According to Hazleton Police, officers conducted a traffic stop in the area of Church and Buttonwood Streets Wednesday night after observing a car commit a violation. Officers found 25-year-old Brandon Cooper and 27-year-old Stefan Jordan in possession of over 2,400 bags of heroin. The car was towed from the scene, both men charged and taken to Luzerne County Prison. The Schuylkill County District Attorney's Office will not be handling any of the cases involving Sean Christie from McAdoo. At a hearing, Schuylkill County Judge Jackie Russell ruled in favor of Christie that DA Mike O'Paik and his office will not prosecute the burglary or other charges against the McAdoo man in a Rush Township incident. The judge said there could be a potential conflict of interest for O'Paik to bring the case against Christie, since O'Paik once represented the 27-year-old when he was an assistant public defender. O'Paik did not think there would be a conflict of interest, but went along with the judge. Prosecutors from Berks County will now handle the case. Christie is charged with breaking into Skipper Dipper on Route 309 in Rush Township back on August 24th of last year. Police say Christie pushed in an air conditioning unit in the restaurant's storeroom area to enter the building. Once inside, he ate food, had a drink, and put other provisions in a large black garbage bag. This case is just one of many that Christie of McAdoo is facing for when he was on the run from authorities. Christie is facing court action in 3 different counties as well as on the federal level. Police say they found the man that exposed himself to a woman in Freeland. According to police, 25-year-old Jesse Lindsay now faces a misdemeanor for indecent exposure and a summary for disorderly conduct for the September 17th incident. Officers say the victim was taking groceries into her home on Walnut Street when a Subaru Impreza pulled up next to her. The man in the driver's seat asked the woman for directions to Delacroce Field. As she was telling him, he pulled his genitals out in front of her, and a neighbor's surveillance camera captured the incident. Lindsay from the Partysville section of the township turned himself into police, was arraigned and released on $2,500 unsecured bail. The alleged driver in a drive-by shooting back in February was shot during a drug deal at a Plains Township motel earlier this month. According to court documents filed Wednesday, 22-year-old Jasa Michael Morgan was free on bail when he was shot at the Red Roof Inn on State Route 315. Police were dispatched to the motel around 7:30 September 7th to a report of a shooting. Authorities were notified that Morgan was found with a gunshot wound and was dropped off at Geisinger Wyoming Valley Medical Center by someone who then fled the scene. 20-year-old Jamerly Jones was found lying on the floor inside the motel room with packaged marijuana. A dispute allegedly began when Jones went to buy marijuana because the seller wanted more money than expected. As Jones reached for the money of a bag, one of the other men shot him. Police obtained search warrants and seized cash, cell phones, marijuana, bloody clothing, and a gun. So far, no charges have been filed in the case. It was a slow go this morning on Interstate 80 in Butler Township. A tractor trailer rolled over just after 4 this morning in the eastbound lanes near the Cunningham exit and ended up blocking part of the westbound lane. Troopers say another trailer and a car were involved in that crash as well. Interstate 80 was down to 1 lane in each direction. It's since reopened both lanes to traffic. No one was seriously injured in this morning's crash in Butler Township. A raging fire consumed a double-block home 2 doors down from a borough fire station Wednesday afternoon in Plymouth. A driver stopped in front of the Elm Hill Hose Company around 2:30, honking his horn and screaming about smoke coming from the house 2 doors down. Chief Brian Oplett glanced at the back of the house at 3335 Vine Street and said he saw flames shooting 100 feet into the air. He immediately called for a second alarm, summoning the borough's other 2 fire companies and crews from Larksville, Kingston, Edwardsville, and Hanover Township. Despite the fact the other fire crews got on the scene within minutes, the property was a total loss. The place displaced 5 people. The fire ruled accidental. Coming up on WYLN News, vaping changes that could be coming to the Commonwealth. Plus, did you get your flu shot yet? But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Some sun, some showers, and October arrives next week. We'll be right back.
Have an electrical problem? Call the Wire Guys. Need lights installed? Call the Wire Guys. Anything and everything electrical, big or small. Our rigorously trained licensed electricians are fully screened, always on time, work neat, clean, and thorough. The Wire Guys. We're here 24/7, 365. All of our work is guaranteed 100%. When you need electrical work, you need Wire Guys.
Hey guys, it's Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander Mazda. Why don't you come see these great models? It is crisp, it is clean outside, the leaves are falling. We've got great deals on these cars. If you're in the market for a Mazda, get down to Blaze Alexander's in Greater Hazelton. So come see all this inventory that has to go. You get a Mazda, you get a Mazda, you get a Mazda. So check us out online at blazemazdahazelton.com. If you're looking for a great deal, unbelievable deal on those Mazdas, come on down to Blaze Alexander's, 508 Susquehanna Boulevard, Hazelton. So come on down to Blaze Alexander Mazda.
Thanks, Mom. Love you. Don't be late for the bus. As a mom, I always have to make good choices. And one of those choices is where to go on vacation. I always thought the Pocono Mountains were just cabins and bears. But the Poconos are all family fun. Amazing waterfalls, trails, and train rides. World-class water parks, even spas, premium shopping, and a casino. So make the right choice, the Pocono Mountains, for your next vacation.
Tuesday night, City Council passed the last reading of an ordinance that will regulate recreational vehicles within city limits. The ordinance amends one that was passed last year. The new one raises the fines that police can impose once those laws are broken. Officers can impose a fine of $250 for the first offense and $500 for the second or subsequent offense. City Councilman Tony Colombo said it was necessary.
Increase of ATVs circulating through the city, quads, dirt bikes, bikes without licenses, and it's really a danger for our residents. People have been coming asking us to do something, implement something, and several weeks ago you saw our police department, they did get 8 quads off the road up in the Heights area, and they had a Penske truck and they took them. So that's 8 off the road, so that's 8 more that we don't have to worry about. And right now we are enforcing it, and I think we're making progress.
Also at the meeting, Council approved the first reading of an ordinance for a new fire lane on East Hawthorne Street from South Woodward Court to South Poplar Street on the south side of the street. And following the meeting, Council held a work session whether they discussed amending a parking ordinance that would double some parking fines, a change that Colombo is pushing for.
The feeling going into tonight, I think we're going to be fine. I have a bunch of paperwork with me to showing you how we're going to increase different fines and what we're going to actually, it's not called double parking, but it's like more obstructing traffic, and it holds more weight in a court of a magistrate. If you go for double parking, they're going to tell you $200, they're going to say, well, that's a lot for double parking. But obstructing the traffic flow, a hindrance to traffic flow and pedestrians, it's going to work out. And we do also have parking close to intersections, fire hydrants. There's several changes that we're going to make, and the residents are behind us. I have not heard any residents in the city come up to me and complain about that ordinance.
Council also considered an ordinance authorizing the collection of attorney's fees and costs in collection and enforcement matters. Council will meet again on October 9th. The state took another step in raising the minimum age to buy vaping and tobacco products on Wednesday. The state Senate passed a bill raising it from 18 to 21 years old. Federal officials held a special hearing to learn more about the dangers of vaping and are considering banning certain vaping products. Governor Wolf says he supports the bill and would sign it into law if it's approved by the state house. If passed, state senators are hoping the law would keep younger teens from becoming addicted to vaping and tobacco products. Officials with the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention say most kids don't even realize e-cigarettes contain nicotine. New York, New Jersey, Ohio, and 15 others already have laws like this or soon will. A day after calling for statewide legalization of marijuana, Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman is now urging Pennsylvanians to apply for free pardons for nonviolent marijuana-related convictions. The state's Board of Pardons, led by Fetterman, is expediting the application process for pardons of such offenses, calling them essential and immediate element of the plan. Governor Wolf yesterday released the findings from Fetterman's 67-county tour showing overwhelming support for legalizing adult-use marijuana. Wolf and Fetterman are calling for decriminalization of possessing small amounts of marijuana and or marijuana paraphernalia and record expungements for convictions of those crimes, while calling on legislators to pass bipartisan legislation to legalize marijuana. Before you know it, flu season will be here, and the City of Wilkes-Barre Health Department is hosting free vaccine clinics to help people prepare. The Center for Disease Control recommends an annual flu vaccine for everyone 6 months and older. The first 2 clinics will be drive-through ones at the Kirby Health Center at 71 North Franklin Street. The first drive-through clinic is Friday, October 4th from 5 to 7 p.m. The next one the following day from 9 a.m. until noon. There are also numerous walk-in clinics scheduled. You can see them now on your screen. And if you would like more information on upcoming clinics, you can call the City of Wilkes-Barre Health Department at 570-208-84. A lobby at the Lehigh Valley Riley Children's Hospital at Lehigh Valley Cedar Crest was dedicated yesterday to the children who are patients there and their families. The ribbon was cut on the 1,200 square foot lobby that features a family seating area, interior and exterior lighting elements, landscaping, and an animal and safari theme. The lobby was made possible by Lutron Electronics of Coopersburg. Last year, business owners J.B. and Kathleen Riley gave a sizable gift to the Health Network, which supports enhancements to programs and services offered at the Children's Hospital. In February, a new inpatient pediatric unit was opened, and work is underway to expand the children's ER from 12 to 24 beds. Coming up on Ashley's News Choice, a visit to the Carbon County Animal Shelter, plus more action from the Bloomsburg Fair. Stay with us.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-through lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
The Carbon County Animal Shelter in Nesquehoning has been taking care of homeless dogs for over 20 years. On average, shelter employees care for nearly 15 dogs on a daily basis and over 300 a year. The no-kill shelter takes care of the dogs until they are adopted or are reunited with their owner. Volunteers help with staff care for the pups and do errands around the shelter.
We have volunteers that come in and strictly walk dogs. They're dog walkers for us. Some of them get attached to one dog and come in every day and handle that dog and walk that dog and socialize, play with that dog. And then we have volunteers that help us clean. We have volunteers that basically do almost everything that we do, except drive the company vehicle and answer the phone. So our volunteers are a good mix of people that care about dogs and love them as much as we do, and we're pretty blessed to have the ones that we have.
As with all animal shelters, Carbon County's main goal is finding the animals a forever home.
Adoption process is pretty simple. You come down here, if you see a dog that interests you, as long as it's up to date on its shots, you take it for a walk, and then we want you to spend as much time as possible with that dog. You're never allowed to come in and just adopt a dog and walk out. It's a couple days visit, and then we try to figure out if the dog's the best fit for you, and then we go from there. So the adoption fee at the Carbon County Animal Shelter is $100, and that includes rabies shot, distemper shot, bordetella shot. Our dogs are spayed or neutered. Our dogs have chips in them. Our dogs are now tested for heartworm and Lyme disease. So if you come in and see a dog and it thinks it's going to work for you, then we'll do our best to make that happen.
There are numerous circumstances that bring the dogs to the shelter.
There's several different ways that we get dogs. Sometimes people find a dog that'll be running down the street and they'll bring it in, and sometimes they'll call us and say it's running down the street, and we'll go out and see if we can get it. There's times that people move and leave the dog behind. There's times that a family member may pass away and have a dog and it has to be rehomed. There's other times where people are in the hospital and actually want their dog but have nobody to care for it, and we'll do our best to accommodate them and take care of their dog until they get better.
Donations are a major help to the shelter. Businesses and residents of the community lend a helping hand.
The people who help us with the donations, all our cleaning products are donated, all our food is donated. So we have a good relationship with companies like Fresh Pet and different companies that help us out. But it's the people who bring us the paper towels and the pine sol and the dog treats, and it's just amazing how many people throughout our county and neighboring counties that reach out to help us. So without that, we'd be in a lot of trouble.
If you would like to donate to the Carbon County Animal Shelter, you can bring in items like canned food, dry food, and dog treats. To adopt or to volunteer, you can call 570-325-4828 or stop by 63 Broad Street in Nesquehoning. You can also view pictures of the pooches who are in need of good homes by visiting their Facebook page.
This is your home, your car, and you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance.
In Hazleton, talk to State Farm agent Pete Keselica.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with the Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Life is full of partners. Your health deserves a partner too.
Barber Ford has the largest selection of Ford commercial vehicles in Northeast PA with over 50 Super Duties in stock. Plus, Barber Ford is the only Ford commercial vehicle center in the area participating with the state's cooperative purchasing program, CoStars. Barber Ford, where the pros go for trucks.
From the largest pumpkin ever received to tons of adorable scarecrows and agriculture, the Bloomsburg Fair has plenty to get you into the fall spirit. WILN's Julia Wiegand has more.
The 164th Annual Bloomsburg Fair received one interesting new addition to this year's pumpkin patch over in the Agricultural Building. A man from New Tripoli, near Allentown, was more than happy to haul over his largest giant pumpkin to the fair, coming in at a whopping 1,324 pounds, the largest giant pumpkin to ever be entered at the Bloomsburg Fair.
In the giant pumpkin world, if you want to call it, for our particular contest, it was twice as large as any of the other pumpkins that are there. But in the giant pumpkin world, in fact, Alaska just broke 2,000 pounds this year.
The Ag Building also has around 13 awesome Far From Scary scarecrow exhibits you're more than welcome to check out.
Every year they've been fantastic. The amount of time they put into each one of them, the artistry, the displays, they're very nice, and people look forward to seeing those every year.
Brian Campbell is responsible for the Ag Building and made some changes last year after taking over around the same time.
The giant pumpkins, which used to be displayed in the front of the building, and put them in the back in what we call a pumpkin patch. So most fair growers were used to walking in the building and seeing the giant pumpkin. So believe it or not, we had a tremendous amount of people that were not happy that they had to go to the back of the building or even search for those giant pumpkins.
He even changed up this year a little bit, adding a beautiful farmhouse front porch display as you enter the Ag Building.
The theme is kind of, you open the doors to a farmhouse, and what may you have? You've got some fresh baked apple pies, fresh fruits and vegetables, canned goods. So the building's filled with all of those types of exhibits.
Not only does the Ag Building offer pumpkin and scarecrow displays, you can also check out all the blue ribbon winning produce, baked goods, homemade jams, and more that our Pennsylvania growers take pride in.
Just the Bloomsburg Fair in itself, it's a phenomenal week. The weather's incredible, lots to see. Most people don't know what is down here. We've got a tremendous free stage, lots of great entertainment on the free stage. We actually spend over $100,000 just on free entertainment itself. So come on down to the Bloomsburg Fair and enjoy what we have to offer.
It may be hot today, but that fall weather is fast approaching, and what better way to fall into the harvest spirit? Pumpkins, scarecrows, local grown produce. Stop into the Agricultural Building this week if you haven't done that yet, and come see for yourself. Reporting in Bloomsburg for WYLN News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
Sounds like a great idea. That's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our WYLN News Facebook page. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.
Bonanza Steakhouse, 574 Susquehanna Boulevard in Hazel Township, has an unbeatable buffet filled with something for everyone. Our menu includes the finest flame-grilled steaks, barbecue ribs, chicken, seafood, or sandwiches. You can add the buffet to any entree for a little more. Bonanza features daily specials. Join us Saturday and Sunday for our breakfast buffet that includes our famous omelet and egg station, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. BLB Auto Sales, a division of Barbush Automotive. BLB has deals that can't be beat. They carry trucks, vans, SUVs, sedans, and sports cars, and all at the lowest prices. Barbush Automotive can handle all vehicle repairs since they do it all. Check out their specials: oil change and filter, just $19.95. Alignment, $49.95. Professional and good people. Call 570-454-7571.
Ralph M. Cameron, specializing in quality and affordable construction services for residential, commercial, and industrial. Licensed and insured. Call 570-401-0654 today for all your construction needs.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Stop in at Two Italian Guys Pizzeria for the best pizza in town, serving a large variety of pizza, stromboli, and so much more. Open till 3 a.m. Take out or eat in, delivery available. Call 570-459-2783.